If you're like me, you spend a lot of effort making sure that your ski is running perfectly. But are we forgetting something? Let's find out. Hey everybody, this is Captain Frank with the Ship's Log, and it's getting to be that time of year again. It is the last day of February, and we are about to do what we have decided is going to be our annual trip down to St. Pete for a weekend to do some riding and have fun. And of course, as you can imagine, as anybody would, we're doing everything we can to make sure that our skis are running perfectly, to make sure that they're in tip-top condition and ready to go for the ride. But are we forgetting something? You hear a lot about people maintaining their skis, but what about what the ski is riding on? At least it's riding on until you get it in the water. What about your trailer? That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about making sure that your trailer is also good to go, especially if you're about to make a long distance trip like we are. We don't want any problems on the road along the way. So we're going to talk about that trailer, how you can make sure that you've got the right trailer, and how you can take good care of it so you can minimize any issues that you have while traveling. First, let's talk about the type of trailer that you should get. The first thing I will tell you is if you're going to use your ski in salt water, do not get a painted steel trailer. They look really nice, but they are going to start rusting. If you're going to use your ski in salt water, then you definitely want to get either a galvanized trailer or get an aluminum trailer. Aluminum will cost you just a little bit more than a galvanized, but it does look pretty nice. Painted trailers look wonderful, especially if you can get them color coded to your tow vehicle or your ski, but they're going to start rusting if you use them in salt water. So just keep that in mind when picking your trailer out. Also, a rule of thumb, no matter what type of trailer you get, if you use your ski in salt water, once you take it out, make sure you rinse the ski and the trailer off thoroughly so you're not leaving that salt on there to corrode anything. Now, the other thing you need to worry about with your trailer is it the right capacity for the ski? Skis come in different sizes and different weights. You need to make sure that the trailer can handle the weight of your ski, but not just the weight of the ski. It's got to handle the weight of the ski and everything that might be on or in the ski at the time. For example, this ski right here, if you look at the specs, it'll tell you it weighs 840 pounds. So one might think, my trailer needs to be able to carry 840 pounds. Well, what if the tank is full of fuel and I do have stuff in the hatch? That's going to add additional weight. So when you consider what the weight rating should be, it should be for the ski, a full tank of fuel, and whatever else you might have on that ski while it's on the trailer. Now, when you're looking at trailers, they should have a sticker somewhere on the trailer that tells you what the capacity of that trailer is. So this one right here says that the maximum capacity for this trailer is 1,500 pounds. That includes the weight of the trailer itself. So the ski, whatever I might have in the ski, including fuel, the trailer itself, that should not be over 1,500 pounds in this particular case. Now, so that means this trailer is wonderful to ski. The trailer itself probably weighs about 300 pounds. The ski on top of that, plus full tank of fuel and so on and so forth, I'm good to go. But make sure you look for this sticker somewhere on the trailer and make sure that it actually is going to work for your ski before you purchase that trailer. Next, you need to make sure that the tires you have on your trailer are of the right type. Again, just like the trailer, the tires have to have a certain capacity as well, not just be the right size to actually fit the trailer. Trailer tires are different than car tires. So even if you find a car tire that can fit on this trailer, you don't want to use that. Trailer tires take a lot more of a beating on their sidewalls than car and truck tires do. Therefore, they're actually designed to take that additional beating. Just like for the trailer itself, there should be a capacity sticker that indicates what capacity tires and what size tires you need to have on that trailer. Now, of course, if you're buying a new trailer, it should already have the right tires on it, but you should definitely get a spare tire. So make sure that the spare tires that you get are the right types of tires for your trailer and will handle the capacity that your trailer needs to carry. And while we're down here, let's talk about the hubs a little bit. The hubs, of course, need to be lubricated. If you don't lubricate your hubs, then as you're going on the road, they're going to overheat, your bearings are going to fail, and you literally could lose a tire. Obviously, you don't want that to happen. Now, what I have on my ski trailer is really cool. These are called bearing buddies, and what these have is it has a grease zerk in here where you can actually squirt grease inside the bearing, and it's actually pressurized to make sure that that grease stays packed into the bearings. These are really nice to have. It makes it really easy to put grease in there whenever it's needed. I always make sure that when I'm going on a long trip, before I go, a couple of squirts of grease in each wheel, and I'm good to go. Another thing that I do when I'm on the road, if I stop for any reason, pull over for gas, I actually come back and check the bearings on my trailer. The way I do that is I simply tap the hub to make sure it's not too warm, and as long as it's not hot, then I will go ahead and place my fingers on it. I should be able to hold my fingers on the hub. They may be slightly warm, but they definitely should not be hot to touch. If they're too hot for me to hold my fingers on it, we have a problem. In that case, I would definitely put more grease in there, but at the same time, I know that I probably need to take these off and possibly change the bearings or clean things up a bit. So make sure you check your bearings when you're on a long trip. Every time you stop, a quick run back here, touch your hubs to make sure that they're not too hot, and you know you're good to go. It's also a good idea to check your strap periodically to make sure that it's not worn or frayed or dry rotted. The last thing you want is for that strap to break and all of a sudden your ski is flopping around on the back of your trailer. For that reason, make sure that you also have an additional tie down for your ski to attach the front of the ski to the trailer. It could be a chain, it could be another strap, but something that will actually hold the front of the ski down to the trailer should something happen to this primary strap. Keep in mind, in some states, it's actually required that you have that additional tie down. So make sure that you know what your state laws are. Of course, you also want to check the straps in the back to make sure that they're also not worn or frayed or dry rotted. Again, state law in most states requires that in addition to that front tie down, you need to have a back tie down as well, 2 points of connection to the trailer to make sure that you can do safe towing. A couple of things to remember when connecting your ski trailer to your vehicle. Make sure that once, of course, you've put it on top of the ball, that you push this down all the way. Make sure that it doesn't come back up. Also, make sure that you crisscross the chains underneath the trailer tongue. So the chain that goes to the right side of the trailer tongue goes to the left side of the tow vehicle and vice versa. The reason you do that is because in the unlikely event that your trailer should come loose, that it hopefully will drop onto the chains and be cradled there and give you time to stop the vehicle. Of course, you want to make sure that you do not forget to connect your lights as well. Now, once that has all been done, your trailer is securely attached to your vehicle. Last but not least, it's always a good idea to check your trailer lights before you take off on a trip. That way you know that they're all working and you don't have to worry about anybody else not knowing what you intend to do when you're driving. And so it looks like we are good to go. Here are some of the items that I like to carry along in my tow vehicle when I'm towing my ski. A spare tire and jack for obvious reasons. A grease gun so that I can put grease into my hubs on the trailer. Make sure that you have some marine grease as well to go along with that. An impact wrench for changing the tire if need be. A lock to secure the trailer to the tow vehicle. Jack stands. A toolkit. An extra bearing kit in case you do have to replace the bearings on the trailer. And it's always good to have a spare tie-down strap as well. So what are some of the things that you carry in your tow vehicle when you are towing your ski? Please let us know by commenting down below. There may be some things that you have on your list that I haven't mentioned or I've forgotten about, and that could really help out the rest of the viewers here. So thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And until then, happy riding.